Hello.
Hello. Mine's, or I think it's connected, but I can't hear my. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Hello. No,
You can't hear?
I don't think. No. Wait.
Hello.
I can hear you, but I don't hear me that good. But you sound like. Hello. 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 I don't know why.
No.
Hello. Oh yeah, that's loud.
We're back.
We are back in business, bitches. Oh, I left my phone over there, but I don't need it.
Welcome to a brand new episode of Tell Me Something Good. I'm your host, Shelly.
And I'm your host, Jackie, and this is a podcast where we talk about self-development, experiences, and lessons that we learn along the way.
And today, you guys, this is our first time shooting in a month.
I know, I'm a little nervous. And I already messed up the intro one time. I forgot what our intro was. And we're back after a whole month of being off.
Yeah, so we're just going to catch up in this episode. And I don't think too much has happened.
Honestly, we were talking about it, and I don't think I've had too much happen. But maybe once we get talking, I'll have something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But first, as always, let's start with something good. So, Jackie, tell me something good.
Something good is that the weather is feeling hot outside. It is so hot today. Like, I'm literally sweating in here too.
Yeah.
But it's starting to feel nice out. The only thing is the pollen has been like crazy. But other than that, you know what? I'll take it because the weather's just been great. I'm excited to go shopping for some spring outfits. I don't have anything to wear.
I really don't either. I was telling my sister that because I lost 20 pounds since last year.
Oh my God.
And I'm like, nothing fits me.
Yes. And I don't know like I have the biggest problem with bottoms.
Yeah.
Like, what do I wear?
Like, I don't want to wear booty shorts anymore.
Yeah, me either. Like, what do we wear when it's hot? Like, I'm tired of always wearing leggings. Or the pants that I wear, I don't like them with certain shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I just don't know. So, girls, please let us know what we're wearing for spring and summer as our bottoms. Because I just don't know what to wear.
I need to get, like, biker shorts. I do biker shorts and a tee, but sometimes I want to dress it up. I'm like, what do you wear?
Yes. Like, what do you wear? And then where I don't have to wear heels either.
Mm-hmm.
Where I can wear jeans and, like, sandals. I feel like skinny jeans are the only thing.
And I have been buying, like, dresses and skirts, but I don't wear them as much.
You should.
I love them, but I don't know why. I dress like a man.
No, but I think we should make it a goal to start dressing up and stepping out of our comfort zone. Because when I do wear I have this skirt that is long. I think I wore it around you one time, and that was me stepping out. But I liked it. Like, it made me feel very feminine.
Yes.
But I just need to go shopping and find clothes that I feel comfortable in, but is girly and not always in athletic. It's leisure. Because it gets old. Anyway, the weather's getting nice, so that's my something good. Jelly, tell me something good.
So my something good is that I got a baby kitten.
When did you get this kitten?
We got her exactly a week ago.
Oh, can I see?
Yes.
It's a girl.
Let me show you a picture. It's a girl. Her name is Sunday.
Oh my gosh, that is the cutest. Sunday as in Sunday the day or Sunday ice cream Sunday?
Both.
Oh.
Because my son loves ice cream. He's like he loves ice cream. And we got her on Sunday. And then she's just like Sunday, like chill, but gets, you know.
I love that name. Oh.
Well, that's her sleeping.
She is so cute.
She's so adorable. And I've never had a cat. I've never been a cat person.
She is the cutest little thing.
But it's funny because she's very, like, she loves to cuddle and all that. And I'm not like that. So I'm just like, ugh. But I feel like she's opening me up to that. Like, oh, she's so cute.
And then I like cats because they take care of themselves in some ways. Like, you don't have, it's not like having a baby, a puppy.
Where you got to take it out and all that. Yeah.
But, you're going to get attached to this little kid.
I know. I already am. She's so cute.
Aww.
She's very mischievous. Like, she jumps up on everything. It is a learning experience. But I'm like, I feel like little Jelly always wanted a cat.
Yes. Oh, she's so cute. Maybe we'll have her on the podcast.
Yes.
That would be the cutest if we just had her right here.
And it's so cute how they just meow. I don't know. It's just cats are different than dogs.
And it brings you some energy in the home. Like sometimes you need that like playful energy in the house, you know? So I think it brings in good energy to have a little.
She has a really loud purr. Like loud, like it vibrates. I'm like, what? That's crazy.
Oh.
But that's not something good, so I'll keep y'all updated on how. It's going good so far, though.
Yeah, and honestly, it just gets better with cats. Because I used to have 2 cats, and it just gets better with time. Like, they just get acceptable. They are a little. They can be a little bad. Like, they'll climb, like, curtains.
Yeah, that's what she's doing.
Like, climbing up the curtains was probably the biggest thing. But
my son's like, we can't have a Christmas tree anymore. I was like, I didn't even think about that. But, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. But maybe she's good and you don't have to worry about that. But that's, well, congratulations to you on being a mother to Sunday. I love the name, too.
Yeah.
That is so cute. Oh.
Okay, y'all, so the last episode that we posted was about, we didn't even talk much about not being embarrassed. Like, I remember afterwards thinking, like, that was the whole episode, and then, like, I was like, we didn't talk much about it.
We literally talked about everything but that. But the topic was about the fear of embarrassment and how we were not embarrassed.
And we shouldn't be, and we were humbled.
That same night.
Actually, like 2 hours later, probably.
Yeah.
Or 3.
So them club tails really got to us.
Yes.
We ended up going to my house to change. And then we ended up going to the bar, my parents' bar. And when we're there, I will say we let loose because we're in a safe environment, right?
Yeah.
Like we're not going to get lit like that at a bar that we're not.
Yeah.
But we're like, we know everybody here. Like it wasn't that busy that night. So we were just letting loose as a goose. And
I don't know why we were so embarrassed though after. Like I feel like I don't know.
I don't think it was that bad.
No.
Now
like
that,
it was like I don't want to do that again, but it wasn't like how I was feeling. Like I want to crawl under a rock.
Now that a month has passed, do you still feel like that anxiety from it? See, it like time really does.
And then I went back 2 weeks later, a week.
Yeah.
So I feel like I
went back the same night. No, I mean, not the same night, the next night. And they told me, they're like, we did not think we'd see you again this weekend. I was like, well, I came here to redeem myself.
Yeah.
But that night, we get there, and we're in a good mood.
Yeah.
I don't know why. We're just in, like, the best mood. All right, so we get there. We're feeling good. We see people that we know, so we're, like, happy. We just start drinking, and honestly, we just overdid it.
Yeah.
In that hour that we were there.
Yeah, there's the Ring camera to prove it. If I was, I'm like still a little embarrassed because I would post myself, but then I'm like, no, that's just too, I don't want to have that out there.
It's hilarious.
It's so funny.
So we end up having someone drive us home. And before this, you had fell. I think I heard it was my fault because I was trying to push you closer to me. I don't remember.
I feel like I just remember like sitting in the chair and then being like, Jerry, I don't know if we were leaving.
I think I was trying to, so I don't remember.
Or scoot me closer or something.
I was trying to, somebody told me that I was trying to scoot you closer to me. And when I scoot you closer to me, you fell.
The chair, yeah.
Yeah. And then when you fell, like everyone was like, is she good? Is she good? And that I didn't realize how serious it was. And I kind of was like laughing. And I am so sorry because I really was just stupid. Like I would never laugh if someone was in really true pain. But you know when people fall, sometimes it can be kind of funny. I didn't realize.
But I did feel like a knot in my head the next day. I was like, what? Like I was like, did I just fall like out of nowhere?
Yeah.
I was thinking that. And I think that's why I was embarrassed. I was like, did I just lose control? And because usually I'll be like, I'm going to lay down like no matter where I'm at. I'm like, I need to take a nap or something. But I feel like that made me feel better though.
Yeah, well, I felt horrible about that because I didn't know about it till the next day. Someone told me, they're like, you want to know why she fell? It's because you pulled her. I'm like, no. I'm like, don't tell me that. So we get a ride home.
But I don't remember. After that, I don't remember. That's
Look, I remember this. I remember us driving home, like not driving because somebody drove my car, and we're in my car, and I say, oh my gosh, my car. Where's my car at? And then he's like,
We're in your car.
In your car. Like, they were over us, like, annoyed. Like, the people
and I think that's why I felt bad, too, because I hate people having safe.
Me, too. I don't like people being mad at me, like, or taking care of us.
Yeah, because I've had to do that for people, and I get annoyed. I'm like, damn, I can't even enjoy my night.
Yes. So, they end up dropping us off. They have to carry Jelly inside. And then while they're carrying her, I have this all on camera. And the funniest thing is that the next morning, we wake up at like 6 in the morning. 7?
Yeah, 7.
Well, I'm laying in bed. You're like, and then I just hear somebody say, What happened last night? And I'm like, what are you doing here? I was scared because I forgot you were there. And we slept in the same bed.
Yeah.
And I said, what are you doing here?
I'm like, I don't know.
And then we're like, let's go sit outside.
Yeah. So we need the air. We're just like, oh my God.
It was like at 6:30 in the morning. And then I'm like, wait, let me check my Ring camera. Then that's when we saw everything.
I was so mortified. When I say we were humbled from like saying we don't get embarrassed, I was like, and two, I didn't know who all was still there because we had seen a lot of people there. So I was like, were they there to witness everything? But now I'm just like, eh.
I was like, we didn't do anything bad.
No.
Like, all we did was get too lit.
Yeah. But we weren't mad or throwing shit, like.
No. There's a video of me sitting like outside like this. And then I just fall on my own self.
Yeah.
Like, I'm like, girl, what is wrong with you? And then there's the video of, okay, so they're carrying her inside. And she has to throw up. So they put her down. And I'm having to hold my dog back from getting to her because he was trying to jump on us. I guess he's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
So I'm holding him back. And then he like gets loose and he runs into you.
Yeah, and he like, how does he do it?
He's like,
like he gets his paws and I don't even know where
pushes you.
Yeah, like pushes me.
And then I'm like, Kilo,
but then I'm holding my head like when they're carrying me, so I'm like, I don't know where he hit me.
I think your head was hurting probably from when you fell. Maybe. I don't know. But then I'm like opening the door and Kilo like trips me and I fall. Like it was just so.
Like so much happy chaos. Like just.
And then the next day we're like, it was right after we made that episode about not being embarrassed. But we were definitely humbled.
Yes.
And it was one of those days where you're like, I'm never drinking again.
Yeah, for sure.
But I think that, honestly, I say this, like, all the time. When we're at my parents' place, I feel so comfortable that I sometimes don't think about the limits of things. Because anywhere else, though, I know, like, I don't know the people here. I don't know what's going to happen. Or, like, I feel safe because the people I know are working there.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, too.
Right?
And I think, too, honestly, the old me, like I said, like, that was, like, not a big deal to me back then. Like getting blackout, like, like it was when I was younger, when you're 21 and stuff, like every now and then if you go out to the bar and somebody's driving and you just drink, you don't put limits on yourself. So I've had to realize like that I need to learn to limit myself or not, like I'm not 21 no more. I can't be acting like I'm still 21.
Yeah, but I feel like we don't do that often.
No.
Or we haven't done that in a long time.
And I feel like maybe once a year for me is when I'll have that, like, I'm never drinking again. That's so embarrassing. But I'm like, at least, there's growth because back then, like, it would be another day, like, oh, whatever. And now I'm just like, okay, I don't want to be that person.
Yeah, me either because the next day, I end up going to Taco Loco again that night to eat. And they were like, we're going to need you to sign a waiver because we ain't taking care of your ass. But it's so funny, though, because as much as we judge ourselves, they are not looking at us in that way. And sometimes I walk in, I'll be like, hey guys.
What's that mean? How y'all doing?
And they're just like, they joke about it, which makes me feel better because if they were like,
don't talk about it or.
Oh yeah, but my brother will be like, oh no more shots for y'all, like but then he'll bring us shots, like that's how I know like he really doesn't care that we get lit. So that's why I'm not even like I get embarrassed, I think, about other people if they're there. But if I know it's just my family and I know we weren't being aggressive or starting drama or nothing, then we're good.
Yeah.
We had a ride home. Now, I don't know how happy they were about that, but you know what? Safety comes
They
first.
said I was heavy too.
They're like, she's small, but she heavy. And these are men that work out and are strong. But they're like, she's small, but I don't know, she is. They had to take a break. That's why they put you down. But I don't know. It was just one of those nights. But we could not stop laughing because we're like, what? We literally just made a whole episode about not being embarrassed, and then the next day we were embarrassed.
The same night, like, humbled.
Yeah, the next day that we were like,
yeah, I felt so much shame, and that was the thing.
I want to read the text messages. Pull them up. I don't have my phone. I don't know where I left it, but this is how I want you to see how our conversation went that day.
I feel like it lasted a couple of days. I was like, I'm still.
Mm-hmm. But you know why? What makes me feel better? When my parents aren't mad at me about it.
Yeah.
Because I was expecting my mom and my dad to have a talk with me because they have the cameras to the restaurant. They weren't there.
Yeah.
And I'm always waiting for that. Like, oh crap, I'm scared. And they're just like, nothing. Like, so to me, like, if they're not tripping and it's their place, we're good.
Yeah, and it was already like about to close, like everything. It was.
Then we got lucky. It was just 1 hour.
We got lucky. We podcasted before. Like, yeah, we didn't have much time to be there because.
Yeah.
I'm trying to see where is it at.
It had to be March, like 1st, February 28th.
Oh, it's funny because you sent me where somebody messaged you and was like, "Did I pay my bill?" Well, I guess everybody was.
Oh yeah, that same night. The next day, I get a message. What did he say, girl?
Someone said, "Girl, I didn't pay my bill last night. Can I send the money to someone?"
Like everyone was lit.
Yeah. You was like, Carla said you feel really bad.
Let me see. I said, Carla said you felt really bad. That's why you're sore. Oh my gosh, I really hope my dad doesn't see the cameras. And you said, OMG, my back is killing me. No wonder. Tell him I'm so sorry. And then, let me see. You said, not us talking about not being embarrassed yesterday, and I haven't had anxiety. I said, I DoorDash McDonald's and my stomach hurts. I don't know if I'm going to go to book club. This was at 10:42 in the morning. And then I got a text from someone. We need to talk later.
Oh, yeah.
That was the icing on the cake on my anxiety. And then you said, damn, at least you want to communicate. When you try to see the bright side of things.
Oh my God.
And I said, let my ass up right. And then I sent you the videos.
Oh yeah, the videos.
And then I got a little affirmation at 11:11. It said, I stopped worrying about what others think of me and let my beautiful radiant spirit shine worry free. I said the I am affirmation I just
How did it know?
Oh, I said I felt anxiety. Oh no, and then I texted you later that afternoon. I said, how are you feeling? You said my whole body's sore, but other than that, okay. I think I'm not gonna drink anymore. And I said, I feel anxiety all day, but I can't want to walk to clear my mind.
He was going through it.
Let's be sober. I'm gonna work on my March goals today, and I'm gonna tell you this. And then you said, I've been sleeping on and off, but yeah, let's be sober. I'll be forgetting my age sometimes, and I want to be a I said, yes, me too. It was a tequila and club tails. Okay, y'all, if y'all can relate, let us know, because we were going through. I remember I went on a walk. I was like,
that's what I needed to do probably.
And I was just like, everything's gonna be okay. And then that we got a talk text was getting to me. I'm like, oh gosh, what did I say? What did I do? But it wasn't as bad as.
Yeah, it happens. I feel like as long as it's not like every weekend, like we're not okay. We need to be awakened.
Yeah, but that's what happened a month ago, right after we shot the last episode. But yeah, other than that,
what else has happened?
I got to tell you something that happened the other day. Yesterday, actually. So about 3 months ago, I bought this book and it talks about what happens when you die. But it didn't sit right with me. I was like, I don't like this because it doesn't talk about God. It doesn't talk about Jesus. And it kind of felt like contradicting to what I want to believe, right? That is in the Bible.
Yeah.
So I was like, I don't like this book. Even when I was reading it, because I had seen it on TikTok, right? So I was like, oh, like I thought it was going to talk about other things.
Yeah.
But the more, it was different stories from people about their past lives. Like it dives into
like reincarnation.
Yeah. But they get hypnotized and it goes back into when they died years ago and how it felt to me when they went through this thing. Like, I don't know, it kind of tripped me out. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I started reading it, and the thing is, like, I'm not against what anybody believes or whatever, but something about that book, and I told other people about it, it made me feel weird. Like, I didn't like it, and I was gonna throw it out, but I didn't. I was just like, I put it in my bookshelf and just like, whatever. So, I've had this bookshelf in my living room for years, right? 2 years maybe, and my dog Kilo has never done anything with that bookshelf ever. Like, he's been whatever. I get home yesterday and there is a book tore up, like
Kilo
tore up. And I'm like, what book is this? It was that book.
Oh my God.
And to me, it just felt like crazy because never in the 5 years that I've had Kilo has he ever grabbed any of my books, bit any of my books, like never. And I've had this bookshelf, and it's not like that bookshelf is new. It's not like I just put books there that were never there. Like, there's always been books on it. I just put that one like there.
And he went for that one.
Out of all the books, that's the book that he bit up. And he's never, like, when I tell you, never ever has he done that, and never even grabbed books from there. Like, and I just felt like that is like, there's no coincidence that out of all the books, and I knew something, and like this book just didn't sit right with me, right? And it could be some truth to it. I don't know, like but I just know that I didn't like where it was making how the thoughts that I was putting in my head. So I was gonna throw it out. The thing is, like, I was gonna throw it out, but I was like, nah, I'll just put it there.
That's crazy.
Is that not crazy? That's like crazy. I literally. And I get home and there's like pages and pages like ripped up in my living room, and he, like, they were still on the couch and stuff, and I'm like, Kilo, where'd you get this book? Like, I didn't know what book it was yet. I thought he had grabbed it from my kitchen. Maybe he grabbed it from the table. It was in my bookshelf. Is that not crazy?
Yes.
Like, what do you think? That they're like, I don't know. Like, sometimes I think, and it could mean nothing, but I think it like
I think it means something. Like, like you felt that way for a reason, and then he did that for a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow. Like, I was just shook, honestly. Like, it just made me feel that my feeling was like, not like, you know, they say that sometimes you have things in your house that are not good, and that sometimes if you pray about it, you'll know exactly what to take out of your house. Maybe that was one of those things that I needed out of there.
Yeah, because I do think it is like, because I used to want to believe that, like, we come back. It ain't, it's not really the end, like eternity and this and that. With, but I mean, that's what sometimes I'm like, I wish that would happen. I wish I could come back or whatever. But it's like, no, because if you believe that, then you wouldn't work to go to heaven, or like. So I don't know. Yeah, me too. I think I have struggled with that, like, what really happened. Yeah. And lately I have.
Yeah. But then I want to believe, and I do believe that Jesus is waiting, or God is waiting for us. And that's why when I was reading that book, it was not saying those things. And I was like, oh gosh, like,
and that's the main thing, like.
But then sometimes I also question, and I know I shouldn't, like, when babies are born, they remember, or little kids say weird things. I'm like, where does that come from? That, like, sometimes they'll say the weirdest things, and, but then again, and that's kind of what that book was kind of saying. And it was talking about how, so he would hypnotize people, and it's interesting, I'm not gonna lie. And they would talk about, like, their past life, like, like, let's say your dad was your son in another life, or your dad was, like, it's just weird. Weird. And it makes you think
it makes you go deeper into a hole of, like, a rabbit hole of, like.
And not only that, I started having, like, weird dreams. Like, I was scared to go to sleep when I was reading this book, because I'm like, I don't know why I'm sure some people, like, if you've probably read it, you've probably seen it on TikTok, but I don't know. It just, something about it was just not, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think that was a coincidence. I don't know.
I know, like, out of all the books that I have, he's never done that. And I have a lot of books, y'all, and they're all in the same place. They're all equally in their bookshelf, like.
Yeah, and that's the one you've had probably the least amount of time, like.
Yeah. Dogs know.
Yeah.
Right? I think dogs do know things.
Like animals, like they're more
in tune with.
Yeah. I was thinking about my cat, how, because I feel bad, like, oh, she's home by herself, but I'm like, they entertain themselves. Like, they're not thinking, like, I'm bored, or, like, they don't have thoughts, like.
I wonder what they. I don't know. And I think that they get entertained, like, just watching things outside that. Like, if they can have a window, like.
Like, she'll play with the laundry basket, like, just everything.
Aww. Yeah, but I do think. I don't know what I was going to say.
What else?
What else? I don't really have much.
Yeah. I was saying how it's cool that the astronauts are back.
Yeah.
So we mentioned it probably like in June of last year about how astronauts were stuck in space. Well, I don't know. What planet were they on? Mars?
I don't know.
They were on some planet. But they were supposed to be there for 9 days, I think. No, 8 days.
Yeah.
And they were stuck for like over 9 months. But they made it back, so that's just a cool update.
And they look different.
Yeah.
But someone said if I was up there with no touch up with my hair and no makeup, I would be looking rough when I come back.
And they say something about their bones, like they have to get treatment and stuff.
They had to stay in, like, I think they had to stay somewhere where they're getting monitored, make sure they're good. What do they eat?
Probably nasty, like, stuff they have stored.
But if their plan was only for
I think they planned ahead. Like, they said that they prepared for, like, longer, but they planned.
Oh, my gosh.
That has to be scary.
But they look so happy in them pictures.
I know. And they said they would do it again.
Oh. I'd be looking into that if I was their husband or their wife.
For real.
I would fall in love.
A lot of people have that question, like,
I would. If I was in space with another person, I'd fall in love with them.
But I wonder if it was the other people or just them two?
I had heard that there was other people.
Yeah, I did too. But they're the main ones.
Yeah, but if I was up there, don't know if I'm coming back, I would just be like.
That's crazy because there's a Black Mirror episode about that, how some astronauts get stuck up there.
Really?
Yeah, it's really good. You should watch
it. They have a new season coming out.
Yeah, I've been waiting. It's been saying new forever.
I know, and I click on it. I thought there was a new one like months ago because it was going to say new, but it kept saying new, but it's in this month.
Oh, yeah.
I think.
You should watch that one, though. It's really good.
Which one is it?
It's like they...
Look it up.
They go up to... It's 2 astronauts. They go up to space, but they have bodies like down here. And when they're in space, they go into this thing and transport down.
I know what you're talking about.
And then it ends... Oh, my God. I need to watch it. The ending is so sad.
And he falls in love with her,
his
wife.
The other wife.
Because, okay, so it's about the 2 men are up in space. And then one's family's down there. But
no, they're both families are down there. But one of them, some people were against it, so they destroy his body down here. So he starts letting him borrow his body down here, and he falls in love with the wife. Like, it's... I don't want to give it away, but it's really good.
Oh, yeah, I did watch that episode. Yeah. And I was like... It's scary.
Yeah. Black Mirror is, like, scary because it can be real. I don't know. I feel like it's kind of telling us, like...
I think it's telling us something. Yeah. All of them are telling us something. You remember the one about where people would be rated in person? Like, you would have your... like.
Oh, yeah.
Like, that one, too. Like, I'm like, maybe one day people will... Like, if you treat people bad... Like, she would try so hard to get her rating up.
Yeah. Or even the Joan is awful one.
Oh, yeah. And then...
Like her life is, like, being recorded.
Yeah. And then the one where the men play the video game...
Oh, yeah. That was good.
Where they're, like, like change into bodies, and they would
of women like
one of the men was like this girl with like nice body, and they would
hook up.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Black Mirror, I do love me some Black Mirror episodes, but they do like when you're done finished watching it, you're like,
it makes you think. Yeah. But yeah, they're back. I'm like, what else did I do?
What else? I've been going to the gym. I've been doing good with the gym, actually.
That's good. I thought you looked toned.
You think so? Thank you. Yeah, I've been trying. And then I've been eating like crap today and yesterday, but I've been trying to eat more protein stuff. Like, if I'm going to have a snack, like I'm going to have, or even almonds instead of like little things like that.
I've been doing that.
Yeah, like instead of eating, or I have string cheese at my house all the time. Pickles. I love pickles.
I love hummus and like carrots or broccoli. I like that all the time.
I haven't ate that in a while. We do have a trip planned next week.
Oh yeah.
We'll probably.
We always say we're gonna vlog, but
I think this is a good vlog because it'll be like a road trip. So it'll be fun to like shoot like us stopping by the gas station for snacks and all that. But we're gonna take a road trip next Sunday.
Yeah, just a day trip.
Yeah.
What else? Oh, my son, he got accepted into early college.
No way. How old is he again?
He just turned 14 like
Oh.
last week on the 23rd.
Is he excited?
Yeah.
So he's not going to high school. He's going straight to. What made him want to do that?
I don't know. I just asked him like, do you want to apply to see if you get in? And he was like, yeah. I think they went and talked to him, and he just, I guess, saw it was a good opportunity to get his degree at the same time as. So I'm like, I'm really proud of him.
I know, and I swear I still see him in my brain as like a little.
Yeah, I do too.
A little boy, but he's not.
Yeah.
Oh, well, congratulations to him. That is an accomplishment. And when you do that, you are working on your degree, right? While you're there. I wish I would have done that.
I don't think they had it back then. I don't know. Maybe they did. No, I know they did it when I was in school.
Where you can go to early college instead of high school. We have it in Asheboro. Yeah, but so when would he start that?
In August, I think.
Already?
Yeah. That's what I'm like. He's gonna be 14.
Oh my gosh.
Doing that, but
it's crazy that at that age you are having to make those decisions.
Yeah.
Right? Oh my god. I always say like kids grow so fast, but we stay the same.
It seems like
right? I'm like, I swear I look the same.
But as a kid, I feel like time went so slow. Like it took forever for my next birthday or you know, and now it's just like when I have a kid, I'm like, oh my god, time goes by so fast.
Yeah, even it already being April, time is flying. Like it's almost 4th of July and then it's almost Thanksgiving.
I know.
Right? But I don't know. What else do we have?
I feel like I didn't do nothing.
I didn't do anything. I worked a lot. And I tried to go to the gym. I
went on a hike last Saturday.
Where?
Pilot Mountain.
I want to go on a hike.
It was but we usually park at the top and like walk down to the view. But we actually did the hike. Oh my god, it was so hard. At least for me.
No, but that's good. Don't you feel like, I feel like you have when you do that, you have like a goal at the end. So you know, like, keep going.
That's what I say. The hike is about actually the hike. Like the view, you're like, okay, I see the view. But it was like 3.5 miles, I think.
That's a workout. I want to do that.
But we saw like a group of, it was really cool. Like, I don't know if they're Boy Scouts. But it was a kid there, like, he didn't want to do it anymore.
He's like, I'm done.
He's like, I'm tired. And the man was, like, pushing him to go. And the kid was getting mad. And it was like, he was yelling. I was like, do I need to call somebody?
Me. That would be me. I'm done. Can I go back?
But I'm like, it's good for them to have things like that. Because he ended up doing it. And, and then you show them that they can do hard things. So
you prove to yourself that you can do them. Anything, any tea?
Oh, I deleted my social media. I
But
haven't told them. Well, I didn't delete it. I just haven't been on it. But so you know the tea because I don't know nothing.
there's no tea. Not on my social media.
There's probably tea, but just not of importance. Like I've seen the Selena Haley stuff.
Oh, I actually like some of Selena's new songs.
I've listened to one song. I think it was
There's
good. But I've heard that it was good.
or 3 that are good, and I've never really listened to her music like that, but they're really good.
I like some of her songs, like "Lose You to Love." What is it?
Lose
You to Love Me.
Yeah,
Like-
I heard Justin Bieber's crashing out though.
I heard that too.
Like I haven't really
on his story.
Yes, posting like when girls get engaged or something and like mocking it. Yes, I don't know if it's true, but I saw it on TikTok that
And I saw that Haley unfollowed him.
that's right there, girls. Your man might move on quick, but
I'm like, but then they said he posted her like nothing, so I don't know.
But I heard he is like crashing out over Selena Gomez. But I'm like, boy,
I wonder.
let it go. Like it's been how long?
And you're married.
And you're married and you have a kid.
Yeah.
If my man was out there posting stuff about his ex, I'm sorry, but embarrassing.
So I wonder, like, did he really marry the wrong? You know, like.
I think he did.
It seems like it. I thought it was just the fans being crazy, like they belong to, you know. But I'm like.
And then when you do like a deep dive, because I've seen this, is like Haley really tried to be with him.
I know, I was seeing that too. I'm like, that is kind of weird.
And what I have seen, I've been watching this girl on YouTube. I've been watching all her videos. She does like dating advice and like she gives you tips on like how to get with certain type of people. Like, you know, like, or what, like, I don't know, which are very interesting because I feel like sometimes we're so stuck in our ways, and sometimes that's why we are stuck in the relationships that we are, or we keep dating the same type of men.
Yeah.
And she talks about how you have to be with a man who wants you more than you want him.
Yeah, I've always heard that.
If Haley is over here wanting him more than he wants her, eventually he's going to start seeking something that he wants more.
But it seems like he wanted her. That's why I'm like, because he would post her and things. But I'm like, did he feel like he had to do that?
But I'm saying, like, whenever they first started talking, like, she was the one that was, like, fangirling over him. Like, you gotta at least keep it cool.
Yeah.
And then...
But because I was a believer, but not to that. I wasn't stalking him.
Yes, and then there's pictures of her, like, standing in the background.
Yeah, it's, like, creepy.
Okay, that is... Oh, my gosh.
I wonder, did he not care? But I also think a lot of girls our age liked him. Like, you know, like he was I don't know.
I liked him. I wasn't like crazy about him, but I did like him.
Yeah. I went to one of his concerts. Like,
really?
oh, yes. Here I was.
Oh. He's so fine now, too. Like, he is.
He got finer.
Yeah.
But he was fine then, too. Like, he wasn't in his little Justin Bieber boy stage. He was, like, growing up a little bit. And I got close and personal, and I was very happy about that.
Yeah, but
you know when you feel like he's gonna pick me, or like
yes, you're like, oh, we made eye contact. You really felt like you made eye contact with him.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But then I'm like, we don't know the truth. That's what I hate, is that like they could paint any picture, which I've seen with the Justin Baldoni and all that. I'm like, what is the truth? Like, does he actually love Selena, or I don't know. And it could be that he might be on some kind of substances. Yeah.
And it's making him act up. Allegedly, I don't know. I'm not saying I know anything. But it could be, you know, when you're drinking or whatever, like you post things or you do, like, I don't know. But there is also videos or screenshots of her wanting to stay in hotels where he was staying at whenever... You know,
like literally stalking.
Yes, like she was stalking him. So that's why I'm like,
yeah, that's kind of too.
And then I've also seen where Selena Gomez will do interviews, and then Haley does interviews, and she says
the same thing.
Yeah.
I saw that.
And people are like, she obviously like was
or even her
obsessed with her
cooking show where she would be like okie dokie or something.
Oh yeah, and then she said that she loved Selena and Justin Bieber together. There's a video
and
of
there's
her.
a picture of her with a magazine with them on it.
I'm sorry, but no.
And I really like Haley. Like
Me too.
I like her, but
it is a lot of weird like.
But I'm like, would I have done the same thing? Like if I had her opportunities. I don't know. Maybe I would have been with him and been like, okay, this ain't what I thought, or like, I don't know.
Or I'd be the first one to speak on it. Like, yeah, I was, but then
yeah, and I think somebody asked her in an interview, like, were you a fan of him? And she was like, no.
Yeah, I'd be like, yes, I can see the pictures. I can't deny it, even if I wanted to.
Yeah, I feel like I would be funny about it. Like,
I feel like
I got my man. Like, I got what I wanted.
I'd be like, I'd joke about it and be like, I didn't even know who Justin Bieber was before I met him. Like, just, that's how you have to be about it. But she just wants to pretend. At least
it didn't happen when there's proof.
If there's proof, honey, at this point, you just gotta accept it.
And he still picked you, so you won. I mean, he's crushing out.
But I think, I didn't know how they looked, her and her man, but they make a cute couple. Because I've never heard of him until recently.
Everybody would say he was so ugly and stuff.
But he's in love with her.
Yeah.
That's the key, y'all.
But I would say he's not somebody that I would go for.
No. But maybe that's why we single, honey. Because we go for people who are all the same.
But even like I was watching I think they did an interview with Drew Barrymore, and like they were doing her makeup. Like he was doing it too. I don't know. Something.
An interview where they asked him when he showered or how.
Oh yeah.
And he said, when I feel like I deserve it. Like, what?
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm glad that they're happy, and Selena found somebody that makes her happy, and he loves her, and he's literally obsessed with her, and that's like, he gives her spot, and I think that's what every woman wants, is a man who is bragging about them, and and they're a power couple though, because he has produced so many
he's really good
written songs that he's like he writes all the hits.
Yeah.
All the hits. I looked into that. He's
talented for sure.
Yes. Imagine she just tells her man, like, write me a song.
Yeah.
And we are going to be millionaires together. Like that's all. You know what I mean? It's a power couple right there.
Yeah. Yeah, I do wish them the best, and Justin. Because I feel like I'm always going to be, like, on Justin. I don't want to, like, how they say you can't make me hate him. Like, because I feel like he did go through a lot in the industry.
But if he is single, I'm just kidding. Imagine he did. He does like Latinas. Right? Does he?
I think he likes anybody.
What else? But you need to watch those videos I was telling you. I was talking about right now. This girl, the girl who does like.
Oh, about
like
relationships.
Yeah, but she like does the hard truth. She's like, oh, if he's not doing this, like, you're stupid. Like, you're wasting your time.
Yeah.
Like, if you're with somebody and they think they can tell you what to do, you're not even dating. You can still keep dating people until you've already like
until you're official.
And I think that's where a lot of me, like, I would never date multiple people because it feels wrong.
Yeah.
But when you're single, you should be dating multiple people because you need to get to know others. And
I don't think I could date multiple.
Me either. I've never done it. But then I'm like, if you're single and you're getting to know people, like, I don't know. I'm going to send you her page, though, because she does say some. I'm like, period. Like, it is. I'm burning up in here.
Yeah, but I do get like FOMO though from like not having social media sometimes. Like I would be like, I just wonder what's happened. Like,
there's really not. I can't think of anything interesting that's happened in the last like month. I can't remember anything. I'm trying to think of something that's happened, but bad baby drama. in Alabama.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
that's over though. Like,
Yeah, I kind of seen some of that on YouTube.
I haven't heard of that recently. I really haven't seen. Have you watched Temptation Island on?
Mm-mm.
Oh my gosh. That show will piss you
I've
off.
heard it's about when you go as a couple and you see if they cheat, right?
So it's 4 couples. And they go on this show because either there's already some kind of trust issues or they want to really be sure if they can trust their partner. The men are the ones that are telling their girl, like, let's go on here. I want to prove to you.
God.
Like, for most of the part, I think it's the men that told their girl, like, let's do it. So they get there and they each have the villa. The boys stay in one, the girls stay in one. And then in the boys' villa, there's a bunch of pretty girls that stay with them. In the girls' villa, a bunch of guys, like with 6-packs and this and that. But I ain't gonna lie, the girls...
so it's not with each other.
No. So they stay in different places.
Oh, my God.
And they do whatever. And then they have a bonfire, like every 2 days, it looks like. The girls go to the bonfire, just the girlfriends, and they watch clips of what their man has been doing. And then they do the same. The guys get clips. There's no it's short clips, so there's no context. You could be saying like, I don't know, like I love my man, but sometimes when he does this, like it makes me feel like he's a little bitch. Because one of them said that, but they only put the part of him being a little bitch in there. Like,
oh my God!
So they're mad because he's like, oh, why is she calling me?
Oh, so they make you want to cheat, kind of.
Yeah, like, like it's like. You only get to.
That's why you get mad, and then you're like, "Well, I'm gonna cheat."
Yes, but they don't see the other parts. Yeah. So they get like little clips, but the men are the worst. When I tell you, one of the guys had sex with a girl literally the first few days, and then not only that, so his girl finds out like at the bonfire. She's like, "Well, fuck him, we're done." So she starts having a connection with somebody, like a real connection. Mm-hmm. They make out. I think they made out. He gets so mad.
Oh,
I'm like, boy,
God.
You literally had, like, you were with this girl. It's just like, guys are so, these men on there. And then.
So what happens? How long are they there?
I don't know how long. I think it's like 2 weeks maybe.
And then they see if they're going to stay together or not.
Yeah, they see if they're going to stay together. And one of them had a threesome with 2 girls. And guess what? He's like, I'm glad I did it. And it's, I got it out of my system.
What?
And he says, she's not going to leave me because she's a good woman. Do you think she leaves him? No. She stays with him after he had a threesome on television. And then,
oh my God.
And he still says on his confessional, he's like, she's not going to leave me. Or he says it like to someone that he's talking to. She's like, she'll stay with me, like I know it.
That's crazy, and she did.
Oh my gosh. And he was saying he was a godly man, and then there would be girls that were on the show, the other girls that were trying to tempt the guys, and one of the girls did say like, how can you say you're a godly man but you want to have threesomes? Like, make that make sense. And he's like, everyone's on their own journey.
I probably would be mad watching that show.
No, I get mad. I literally have to skip certain parts because I'm like, I can't hear this bullshit. Like, and the girls are so good. Like, they're not even.
Yeah, that's how I would see it happening.
Like the girls are just like.
Just chilling.
Angels. And the men are just listening to them vent about their man. Like, the guys are just like, let's just like they're listening to them. And the girls on the other side, though, they're like. They're tempting them, and they fall for it every time. There was only one guy that didn't do anything, but the other ones, 3 of them were cheaters.
Oh my gosh.
It's just like, literally that show.
That's probably real life. Like 3 out of 4 men, 3 men are cheaters. That's probably a real statistic.
4 men, 3 of them are cheaters.
That's what it is.
That probably is a statistic. Yeah. I don't know. That show is just...
How many of the women cheated?
None. Up until they found out that their man was doing something, they're like, well, that's my ex now. Like, I don't want anything to do with him. Then they started like, okay, well, I deserve to find a connection too. Yeah. But their connections were genuine. They weren't just sexual. They weren't just... And I was
not the first day or second day.
Yes. It was just... But I'm so proud of some of the girls on there because they were like... They would watch the clips back and be like they kept their... You could tell they were like wanting to crash out, but they're like, you know what?
I would crash out.
Honestly, maybe you wouldn't though. Like you'd be like, one of the girls was like, I always knew he was a cheater. I just never had proof. And now that I know and I've seen it.
I guess it depends if you expect it or not.
Yeah. But she's like, I needed to see that and now I'm done. Like that, because she could hear them moaning in the bathroom. I know. That would literally disgusting.
Oh my gosh.
But that's Temptation Island.
On Netflix?
It's good though. Like I'm gonna
watch
it. It's a good show, but it will.
That sounds good because like I watch like Love. No, what's the one when they Love Is Blind? Like every now and then, I'm not really into it like that though. Or Love Island, like people talk about it, but I feel like that one sounds like when I would like.
Yeah, I feel like Love Is Blind got boring the last season. It just wasn't. But that's what I watched too. Have you been watching anything?
I feel like nothing keeps my attention. I started watching that show Adolescence, but I couldn't get into it.
I saw it on Netflix, but I didn't.
Yeah.
I watched, oh my gosh, what is that movie called? The Interview. Again, it's hilarious. With Seth Rogen and James Franco, where they go and interview the president of North Korea.
It's a movie?
It's a movie. It is hilarious.
Never heard of it.
It came out like years ago, but I rewatched it last week, I think. And it's so funny. Like it'll have you cracking up. But I just rewatched that recently. But other than that, I watched Temptation Island, but other than that, I haven't really watched anything else.
I watched Confessions of a Shopaholic, that old movie. It's okay. It's pretty good.
Is it?
It's about she's addicted to shopping and like.
Is it a movie?
Funny. Yeah.
Oh, I never heard of it.
It's pretty good.
But other than that, I haven't watched. I feel like my microphone has been like this the whole time and I didn't realize it. Anything we want coming up on the podcast? We do want to have guests.
Yeah.
What else we want to have?
We're gonna try to do an episode like a picnic or something.
Yes. Now that the weather's getting really nice, but I think what we're trying to figure out is how we're gonna set up our camera and the microphones. But we'll figure it out.
I feel like we don't have much to catch up. I'm surprised. I guess that's a good thing. Yeah, I don't really have anything. I've literally just been working and surviving, waking up and getting through the day. That's how I feel. I've literally been surviving.
Sometimes it's like that.
Yeah.
And I've just been feeling so tired. I don't know what it is. Maybe I am depressed.
I know. I was thinking that, like, maybe I need to go to the doctor and get a screening, like, for depression. Or maybe it's my ADHD and it's making me depressed because I feel like I don't know.
Yeah. I was watching a video yesterday about a girl who got diagnosed with depression and is medicated. And she was saying, I cannot believe I just now. She's like, is this how people feel? So I think that'll be my goal this week. I'm going to go and... Is it a primary doctor you talk to?
I think so.
Because I really do think that it's not that I feel sad. I just feel unmotivated.
Yeah.
So I'm like.
That's why I'd be like, I'm not depressed. I'm not really sad.
I'm not sad. I'm not like.
I feel like I'm just being. Like I'm just.
Yeah, like you're just existing. And I'm like, God is so disappointed in me right now because I'm not taking advantage of the life that he's giving me.
Yeah. I think I get anxiety with that too. Like another day went by, another month, another.
Okay, let's make it our goal this week.
Yeah.
To go.
But I don't know if I want to be medicated. That's my thing.
Well.
Like, I think I just need to incorporate, like, going outside more, you know, like, things that.
But sometimes I've heard where you will get medicated just to set that mindset for yourself for, like, a month. And then you're, like.
Yeah.
You rewire.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've seen that where it's like, okay, you're just going to do this for 1 month. Get your body used to this type of, and you're going to like it so much that you're going to want to keep doing that. So I think I'm going to I am going to do it. I'm going to talk to a primary doctor and see what he says. Because I really do think that I have.
Yeah, and I think when I think depressed, I think like literally you can't get out of bed. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's just existing. Because I think of people who don't brush their hair for a month, you know, like year. I guess there's different levels to it, maybe.
Yeah, and it could be just ADHD.
Yeah.
But your ADHD could be causing depression because you're not doing things. But one of the biggest things for me is not focusing. Like, I have to, like, really tell myself to focus. And I can't. Like, sometimes I'll just, like, I start and then I'm like, oh, gotta do this.
Yeah.
But I've realized that I have to get out of my house to do.
But I'd be like, I'm tired. I just want to lay down.
I know, me too. I'm just tired, like drained. And I think that a lot of that comes from working at the restaurant because all I'm doing there is talking, moving. And sometimes I need to recharge this battery. I'm a social person, but y'all, I need a recharge. Like, I need like quiet time.
Yeah.
Like on my break, because the other day, the times that I've worked, I'll go home and like literally just lay in my bed, quiet, close my eyes for 30 minutes like this so I don't mess up my makeup. And then I get up and go back. Like, I will take a 30-minute nap.
I could not.
I'm like asleep like
Dang.
this. Like, I'm just like this.
Because I feel like when I hear the alarm, it makes me, I don't know, I can't.
But I do wake up from naps with my heart beating so fast. I heard that that's ADHD too.
Oh, really?
Or what is it? I forgot. Anxiety. Like, that's what it is, anxiety, because you're so anxious. Like,
yeah.
But when I wake up from a nap, oh my gosh, my heart is literally beating out of my chest. I'm like,
me too.
I don't know why. Oh, how long have we been shooting? An hour.
Yeah, I feel like this episode was just catching up, which we didn't have much to catch up on.
I didn't have much. There's things that I'm not going to talk about. I'm just kidding.
You got all the tea, but we're not going to share the tea.
I took out so much tea from the other episode. Y'all, literally, I took out like 6 things that I was like, oh no, let me take this out. But
I think one day I'll be comfortable with, but I really don't have tea right now. Like, I have tea from back then, but I don't have
tea. I just have like experiences that we learn along the way and lessons that we learn along the way. Oh my gosh, you know what we should do to like lessons that we've been learning?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because we were talking about how we want to do segments of different things. That would be good.
Like some lesson. Was there a lesson that you've learned this week? Or because there's a lesson in everything.
Yeah.
Literally.
Like things when we had the drinking anxiety, I feel like that was a lesson for me.
Yeah.
Like to realize that, because I feel like I've grown as a person, and there's different versions of me that I don't resonate. Like, I'm like, who's that person? But that person's still me, you know? So it's easy to like go back to being that person because we think like we're in this moment, and I don't know, that was a lesson for me of like, you can be that person again. You can overdo it and stuff.
Yeah, that was a lesson for me too, that I don't want to get like that. And I shouldn't. Like, I should be aware of. And we're too grown.
Yeah.
I want to be a classy woman. Like, I want to be seen as someone with class.
Yeah.
And like self-respect.
Yeah. And like, not like, I will have some drinks, but I can compose myself. And
I think when you want to have drinks like that, it's okay to do it in the comfort of your home with people that you trust, few people. But when you're out in public, we just got to keep it more classy. I don't know if I want to be twerking in public anymore. Oh my gosh. Okay. I forgot to say that. That was the first time I saw Jelly twerking. I said, no wonder they call you Jelly. That thing was moving. And I'm like, no, that's the old me. And me and Lexi were like, I ain't never seen Jelly twerk. And she could twerk, y'all.
Even Sylvia was like, I've not seen her twerk since 2017.
No, but she was twerking. But we were just happy.
Yeah, but I'm like, I don't know. Maybe
Imagine
I overthink
twerking
everything.
sober. Like,
Oh my God.
twerking about, like, that's the goal, is when we can twerk and we're sober and we're just happy.
Yeah. But it's funny to me how twerking is so normalized. Like, literally shaking your ass and being sexual. I don't know. I was thinking that. Like, imagine, like, in the old days with Jesus, if somebody was twerking, they would be like, there's a demon. There's a demon.
We need to...
And I started thinking about that.
If Jesus saw you, what would he do in that moment?
Oh my God. But it's so, I know,
you were
because I feel like yes, they would think I was possessed. But I think about that. Like, I feel like I go into deep thinking, and then I'll be like, but twerking has become so normalized. Like, even in middle school, we would be twerking on the.
Well, they say twerking is good for your muscles, like to start feeling like.
And it's fun, but I feel like it's like also like the sexual aspect of like.
But it was just us, so
Yeah.
I think that if there was other men around, like, that would sexualize us, it would be weird. Like, if I was around like a club and I was and I knew men were looking at me, then
Yeah, that's true.
We still got it.
Yeah, I'm like, I still got it. I gotta make sure.
You know, you gotta pop a twerk out here and there just to remind these hoes we still got it. Just a reminder that we might be older, but we can still shake our butt when we.
I don't know if I can do the on the wall upside down thing no more. I tried that and
I did that last summer. I still got it.
Yeah, I don't.
Imagine, like, I don't know, in like 10 years and we're still twerking. But I love when I meet older people who are so fun like that. Like, I truly, truly love that, because life is never that serious.
Yeah.
Like, let's say something happens to us. You think the first thing they're going to remember is you twerking it.
Yeah, true.
Like at Taco Loco. Honey, there's better things to remember. Maybe.
But I guess I don't associate it with being classy. But I'm like, I don't know if I would ever be just classy. Like, who's classy?
I know someone who's very classy, and I could never imagine her twerking.
Yeah.
Like, ever. Like, I know someone who literally, she is the definition of class. And
like, your mom would never.
Oh, my
She's
mom
classy.
would never.
Yeah.
She would never.
It's just the way you carry. And I'm like, I don't know if I want to be that person.
But also, everyone's different.
Yeah.
Like, some people are just meant to be classy, and some aren't. We're just living our best life. Like, we're just
in our own world, just.
But that's why they say it's not good to drink if you're in a bad headspace, because that's when you start acting up and you start, like, fighting people or acting crazy. So I think as long as we're in a good head, like, if we don't drink because we're sad.
Yeah.
We drink because we're having a good time.
Yeah.
Like, we're never like, I'm never like, I kind of want to drink right now. But I have to go. We're doing my nephew's birthday today. That was a month ago. Junior's birthday was, my nephew's 17. 17, is that not crazy? And I got him a birthday card, and I wrote in it, and I was crying. I wrote how when he was born 17 years ago, like, I never thought I could love somebody. Like, you know, you feel like you love, like, your brothers, your sisters, your parents, but then your heart just grows so much more when you have this little baby that, like,
especially when you watch them grow. Like, it's different when you watch them as a baby to, like, oh wow, this is who you became.
Yes. And it's just, time flies. And I remember whenever him and his Aiden were little, and I would try to keep, like, them like, I wanted to always be close to them. Yeah. Because I know when you get older, like, I know how it is. So I remember when they were, like, about 5, 6, 7, maybe up to until they were like 9. I would be like, hey boys, like, do y'all want to go to the movies? What do y'all want to do? They'd tell me, and I'd pick them up. It'd be us 3. And I wouldn't take their little sister, because I'm like, this is, because, you know, when you bring Maddie, it's like the attention goes all to her, which is fine, but she gets her own attention too. So I was like, I want to give, because when a baby grows in the picture, I feel like we forget about the older ones. So I would take them out, and they would tell me, like, we were literally, like, have so much fun, us 3. And now they're just old. He's a dog dad. He has a dog now, and he loves his puppy. But I don't know. Time just flies. I'm like, I can't believe Carla had him
17
years ago. And she was 16. Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So she was about the same age.
Yeah.
As when she had him.
At his age right now, she already had him, and then she got pregnant a few months later with Aiden. Is that not crazy to think about? But
yeah, I was thinking that with my son because he'll be in 3 years. He'll be the age I was when I got pregnant with him.
And we still see them like, no, don't do it. Like, I know. I'm like, what's crazy is that he works at the restaurant now too.
Yeah.
So it's like my parents' grandkids are starting to like be part of the bit. Like I don't know. Like I remember when they were little, they would be like, we want to work there. And we'd be like, wait till you get older. Yeah. Wait till you get older. And then they do get older and they're working there. And I'm like, oh, like, I don't know. I just think time just flies. And it puts me back in that mindset of we take things too serious.
Yeah.
Life is not that serious. Like there's things that are going to be serious, but there's things that are not that serious. We just got to love each other and do the best we can.
Yeah.
And remind each other how much we care about each other. Like our family, our friends, or because life is so short.
I know.
Everything has a solution. One way or another, there is a solution, except death and health. But everything else that we might be worried about, there's a solution. You know, but
I think
but that's just a reminder that we also get anxiety. But you know what? Time does heal.
Yeah.
Because a month later, we're just like laughing about it. And it's not, we were honestly laughing about it already the next morning.
Yeah.
But I think that is the end of our video. Don't forget to subscribe. We are closer and closer to 500.
Yeah, please subscribe, y'all. We really put an effort. I thought we could do a little better. I know I could, but we put an effort. Like we come, we schedule everything, and
we take time out of our
every
week
week
to be here. And we really do it because we want to. We don't get paid to do anything. And we appreciate people who watch us like every episode. And if you do watch every episode, please let us know. I think that sometimes we need a little like reminder that people are watching.
Yeah, because we just see numbers. I'll be like, I wonder who it is.
Or what if somebody just accidentally clicked it? You know, like
we'll take it.
But let us know if you watch us. Let us know if you are watching, and we appreciate it. We love you guys, and we're excited. We're excited to also switch up some things and be out and do more vlog podcast style videos. Yeah. All right. We'll see y'all next week. We love you. Bye.